What's up, Internet? We are back with the N64 332-in-1 multi-cart yesterday, like literally minutes ago for me, but last week for you, I accidentally played an extra game of baseball because I accidentally selected a game of baseball and didn't realize I was actually not playing, and the AI was doing all the work, which was actually why it was the smoothest running baseball game we've played thus far. This time we're checking out Armorines Project Swarm, a game. I know it's an FPS. I actually have the Game Boy Color version of this, which is like a top-down thing. And the only other thing I know about it is I've gotten a couple of messages on my channel telling me I should definitely play this, but also that it's really bad. So that's gonna be fun. Let's see what this is all about. All right, got some N64 goodness or badness. Let's see. Oh, it's by acclaim. We're doomed. We're doomed. That's all there is to it. We do have the expansion pack. I actually have two of these. One is sitting in the headboard of my bed for reasons I don't understand. It's by acclaim. Not the best sign. Choose your character. You could be Private Tony Lewis or Myra. That's an M. That looks like an H, but alright, we'll be Myra. Myra Lane. Private Myra Lane. We don't have a rumble pack, so that's good. Alright. Human race survived. Something. That's fine. Restore power to base transport. Keep a lookout for anything strange. I think we can do this. Keep an eye wide open for stuff. Ooh! We've got fun camera control for cinematicness, I guess. Because something's going on. But is it something that's me or something that's something... Those guys are moving really fast. What's the shoot all the things button? Okay. I appreciate that the game was willing to drop an enemy right in front of us. But if I'm going to shoot it in the cutscene, I would like it to be dead in the cutscene so it's not still attacking me. Okay, so this has basically Turok controls from what I remember from Turok. You use C buttons to move. Z shoot. Does not appear to have a jump button. Ooh, there's a crouch button though. And it's on the control pad, which is a little awkward. Okay. Hey, it's Storm Shadow. Okay, so we're looking for a doctor, I guess. Alright, we got IR goggles. IR baboon. Alright, how do I... Ooh, okay. This game does seem to feature a healthy dose of auto-lock, which I think we're gonna need for what this is. Oh, bugs! It's like Starship Troopers. Or at least the movie based on the book that wasn't as good as the book. But at least it's sort of an entertaining thing if you take it as its own thing. I read a lot of Starship Troopers in high school, can you tell? Okay, can I IR goggles? Do these actually infrared and let me see stuff? Oh! What the hell is that? Okay. I don't know how that correlates to warehouse stores. I don't understand. How do I... I'd like to take those off, please. Okay, so you actually have to, like, cycle through the right and the left. Oh, God. This game desperately needs, like, some sort of, controller update, because, you know, N64 games, or N64 FPSs control really, really awkwardly. Alright, there we go. I really have got to sort of put myself in the mindset that up and down on the control stick is not going to move you forward and back and out of danger. Ah! Where the hell did you come from, and why aren't you dying? Okay. I think that's all of them. I think. Do I need to interact with you in some capacity? I guess that answers my question. Sort of. Where were the people I came in with? I thought they said they were going to help. I guess they died instantly, as all help tends to do in games. Okay, so we got an electric fence. I'm really just wandering around just so that if anything else spawns, I can take care of it before getting jumped from behind. Because that's no good. This is definitely a lot different than the Game Boy Color version, which is a top-down sort of Zelda-y almost sort of thing from what I remember. The control stick doesn't actually control anything there. Alright. What did I feel like the lighting could be better. Okay, we got some laser recharge packs. And we just dropped down there. That's fine, I guess. You know what I really dread is the moment I have to play Shadowgate on the N64 on here. Because I think it is on here. Ah! Okay. There we go. Oh, sure, now you want to be easy to work with. I'm guessing that's some sort of bug egg thing. Okay. Alright. 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 Well, we gotta go find a doctor. There's a down fence now, so I guess we're gonna explore this way. I'm really hesitant to try and open this door. I did not angle my control stick up to do that. I just decided to do that on its own. That was interesting. I'm not a fan of the requirement of this. Like, it's kind of an interesting idea to try and make something like this, like an IR sort of thing. But it's really more obnoxious than anything. It kind of reminds me of the Super Nintendo Jurassic Park game, which was like a top-down game, but you had to go inside buildings, and then it became like a first-person game, sort of. And it looked like you, instead of just running around inside a building, they took most of your visual real estate to like create a HUD for you. So it looked like you taped a bunch of, like a giant pair of swimming goggles to your face or something. And it was just really awkward. I don't think there's anything actually up here. Is there fall damage? No, there does not appear to be. Okay, so this is a door. Is door going to open for us? Door does not appear to want to open for us. Okay. I can work with that. Just means we gotta go somewhere else. But, yeah, I think this really only exists in this game. Because it just seems to have some really wonky lighting issues. Are you the doctor I'm looking for? I hope not. I'm guessing I need to destroy more of those alien pod things. Oh, why? I would be less annoyed about this if the controls weren't inverted for this. Like, I'm okay with inverted controls for some things, but first-person aiming is not one of them. Okay, well, we killed that bug. I don't know if that fixed anything. Doesn't seem to be any way to get in there, as far as I can tell. I'm not seeing any other heat signatures. I'm not going to say we're stuck or anything, but doesn't seem to be any sort of like control panel or thing we can interact with. Doesn't seem to be any sort of operate key like GoldenEye had. Is there a secret thing this way? I'm just waiting for stuff to jump out of us in there. Ah! Okay. Huh. This guy wasn't here before. I will say the controls are a bit touchy. Like, it feels like it could use some sensitivity modification. Is there an option for that? Let's find out. Controller type, look spring. What does that mean? We're in the high res function of resolution. Does not appear to be any sort of like sensitivity control. Oh, we got more bigger bugs. Well, I think we killed all the things. Did the door open? I guess we'll go see. Ah! These guys really move quickly. Yeah, the controls feel very, very... Like, in terms of control stick for look, they feel very touchy. The monorail's active. Does that mean the door's open? Door is still closed. Okay. Do I have to hop on a monorail to, like, ride it through the doors? What's on the table here, game? Ah, this is open. This wasn't open before. Doesn't seem to be any enemies near. Oh, yep, there are. It'd be nice if I could see it. Okay. How do I monorail? Or do I need to kill more things yet? Because it's like a weird arbitrary trigger system. Okay, well the monorail seems to be working, but it doesn't seem to want to go. I guess we'll just look around and see if more stuff needs to die. Or maybe we need to go back to the ship. Now that we found what's his name. I'm definitely hearing something. Like there's like this gurgling sound around here, so there's probably still something to shoot, but I'm not sure it's necessarily going to be any more engaging than this. This is not the best controlling FPS on the N64, I'll say that much. Not bad, maybe, but, you know, for, you know, a 10-minute look, it's okay. Alright, so next we've got the Army Man games. I've actually never played these games. I've heard good things about them, though. I mean, they've existed for so long for some reason, right? They must be enjoyed by someone. Hey, 3DO. I've never played that thing. Okay, so Army Man Air Combat. Let's see what this is all about. Press red start button to continue. Start game. 1P campaign. That sounds good. Helicopter. Alright, start game. No, I'm good. Oh, you know what this is? This feels very much like the the Strike series a little bit. I played one of those games. I played one of the Strike games on actually the N64. I believe it was Nuclear Strike. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't really a game I cared for much. Oh, this feels a little bit more arcadey. This, I think I can get behind this. Oh, I've got a machine gun too. Hell yeah. I can dangle a little rope to get power-ups. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, cool. Can I pick that up? I can. Is this going back to base? I think that's where this is going. So let's try flying this back to base. I think that's where this is going. I'm not paying attention to any briefings or anything. I'm just here to see how the game plays and see if I like it or not and what this game's all about. And so far it seems pretty good. Alright. Let's try dropping this off the helipad. That's where things normally end up having to go. Alright. Sounds like the volume's a little low. I'll turn it up a little on my end. Let's see if that's a little better. It'd be nice if there was like a standardization for stuff. But alas, there's not. I'm just sort of doing my best to keep on top of it where I can. Alright. Go after all the beige tanks and stuff. This is pretty fun. Like, even if I'm not really following the objective or indeed know what it really ostensibly is necessarily, this is just fun to pick up and play. This is just kind of a neat little arcadey thing. Like I've said, I've not played any of the other Army Men games. I know there's a lot of them out there. And they kind of got their start sort of on the N64. This is where that box needs to go, I'm guessing. Well, we can go back and get it. That's fine. But, you know, this is fun. This is a neat little game. Whoa, okay, we can't fly over mountains. Got it. But it looks like we've cleared out the area. It looks like there's no further opposition. Looks like our team are just sort of hanging around. Not really doing much else. Gonna grab that power up in case I need it. Grab the magical green box of destiny. And see if we can go plonk it at that one thing. It looks like some kind of medical tent. Maybe we have to pick up some injured people at some point and drop them off or something. You know, so far, this seems like a pretty fun little game. I'm thinking this is, I think this is a lot more immediately fun to play than that Armorines game, for sure. Alright, so let's try and drop that box off at that one point. I will say the green plastic Army Men on green grass is a little awkward to see. Like, right now, it's almost like my thing kind of blurs in with everything else. Alright, I think we did it. I think that was a successful thing that we just did. I did something right for once. Hooray! Alright. Alright. Continue. Hey, we got... And it's only a 4-digit password. That's nice enough. Alright, start. Stop 15 cars from entering the portal. Okay. Simple enough. So we're going for the cars. Whoa, okay. I can pick up... That's kind of neat. Is that a bee? This game is delightful. I can see why this series kind of lasted as long as it did. There's... I think that's the portal I have to guard against. Okay. So we gotta find cars. However, the little number in the corner tells me that's probably not the cars we're looking for. Or maybe that's the limit to how many cars there need to be or something like that. We could really stand to have a little bit more of like a radar type of thing, just so that we kind of have an idea of where we need to go. But Oh, there's a car. I don't think I can destroy that, or if I can, it's, Okay, well, I think the cars are going to spawn when we get close to them. So they're not just sort of automatically en route. I think. Alright, well, we just got another car, so there was a bit of a delay there. But it does seem like they only trigger once we get close to them, which is good. It means that it's a little easier to, you know, figure out... Oh, nope, that one already went. Also, African Daisy, also known as Osteospermum. There's your biology lesson for the day. Okay, so we need to guard this thing, but... Oh, we do actually get a map. It's just not defaulted. That's weird. It's weird that you have that, but it's not part of the default options. Okay, well, either way, now we can at least... I don't need that apple, actually. Let me have that apple. If I drop these apples, I could probably block their path, you know? You know? I'm thinking here. I'm thinking they probably have to follow paths in the road. And if I block off their path, they might get stuck. Whoopsie. That's not ideal. Go away, car. Okay. Just gotta plop that down right. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Yeah, this game's pretty neat. I'm kind of digging it. You know, this is fun. Like I said, this kind of reminds me a lot of Nuclear Strike, and I rented that game once, and I remember really disliking it, but, you know, having fun with this, seeing it as it's kind of a similar game, it makes me almost want to go back and try it, and I mean, we're gonna have to at some point with this thing, right? But, you know, now I'm actually kind of looking forward to it a little bit. Okay. So maybe the number counter is how many I can let pass, so we accidentally let 2 pass before we realized where they were. I'm guessing? So we actually have to go destroy the other hangar, which is where they're launching from. They'll probably go indefinitely. Alright. This one seemed to take a lot of abuse, though. It felt like... You know, it just felt like there was... they weren't going to break or anything. Alright, well, you know what? Thumbs up. That was pretty fun. Let's see what the other ones are all about, eh? Let's go. So, we have to go into here, and then go to Sarge's Heroes. It's for game number 3. Once I remember to press start and press instead of A. Again, that's going to get me for a while, I think. Alright, the audio seems to be picking up a little, so I might tone it down just a scooch. Oopsie. No, I don't want to actually do that. Okay. Player 1. Campaign. That sounds good. Press start. That's a weird menu. Alright. I don't need that, thanks. Okay, find and rescue Grim, escort Grim to helipad. Got it. Alright, so what kind of controls do we have? So A is jump. B is nothing from the looks of it. Alright, C left is down. Seems like that's all the C's, actually. Maybe. Okay, C up is playing with that. Okay. Okay, so shooting is Z. Ooh, aiming. Cool, okay, I think we're good. Oh, so that's what C right is. It's strafing controls. Okay, I can work with that. Whoa! Strafing controls, go! Alright. Okay, so we actually have some people on the map. We're not just in our... Oh, crap! Let's run away from that. Okay, okay, okay. We're not dead. We're not dead. Not yet, anyway. Almost, but not entirely. Need that health. Need that health. Need that, need that, need that. Okay, we're good. Controls are a little clunky. It's... Your character doesn't turn on a dime. He takes like kind of a wide arc to turn around stuff. So that's a little awkward. I think we're going to need something to help us take out that tank, because I think our little crappy pea shooter isn't going to cut it, really. There doesn't seem to be any like direct camera control. Those are the C stick, the C, that's the D-pad. That seems to double as the C stick, though, which is or C pad rather. And by that, of course, I mean the C buttons. Talking is hard. But there doesn't seem to be any like direct camera control options other than first person, which is not great. Like the game seems to like try and automatically take care of it as best it can. Okay. There we go, got that guy. Not sure about that tank though. But there seems to be a path up to the right. Let's see what that's all about. X seems to be where we need to go, but we need to find our buddy first. You know, if the controls were tightened up against this, or on this, and... Okay, we can't go in the water. Got it. Replay, is that gonna restart the mission, or is that gonna show a video replay? Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, the controls do feel a little bit clumsy, but... Whoa! There's a guy up there. There's something up there. I want that something. Can I Prince of Persia my way up there? Yes, I can. It's a little jank, but I can. Oh god, I need healing now. Alright, let's find some health containers. I need health now, desperately. Alright, there we go. Yeah, you know, if the controls were tightened up on this, and there was like more of a actual like proper camera that I'm not seeing. Also, that strafing really is sort of kind of necessary for taking out a lot of targets. There seems like there's a lot of auto aim with this, which is maybe for the best, but I will say, you know, if this game had like a second control stick, I think this game would be a lot more fun. Like, I'm having fun with this, but it feels really like it desperately is just screaming for a second control stick right now. Just for camera. But I'm kind of digging it. Even if it's a little bit jank. And even then, it's not necessarily jank so much as it's just, you know, it's making do with what it's got. And it's doing a relatively good job of it, but yeah, control with camera at the time was always sort of That's a lot of people on the map that just appeared. Don't know what that's about, and I don't like it. I'm just going to blindly fire and hope for the best. But yeah, camera controls and bad camera in general were just sort of a staple with N64 stuff, so I'm not necessarily too disappointed in this game because of it, but I think it definitely would be better if it had slightly more well-tuned camera control, or really any camera control other than just stop and turn. Is that a bazooka? I want that. Gimme. Okay. Healing up. Got a bazooka. That should be useful for that tank. The moment I can figure out how to swap. There we go. That's what we're looking for. B is swap weapons. Okay, they just don't give you 2 weapons to start with. Okay, well, we've got stuff now to take out that tank. Time to see what this is all about. But, yeah, so far my only real complaint with this game is just, you know, that standard N64 thing of, it's got really not good camera. And you know what's surprising, because this is like the first game I've really had to say that about on this multi-cart of N64 games. That's kind of impressive in its own right. Okay. Kind of appreciate the Foley work for these weapons. I don't see the tank anywhere. I'm going to take that as a plus and just keep moving. Oh no! Plastro? That's a great name. I appreciate the explosions. The explosions in this game are quite nice. Okay, so we gotta get him to the helipad. Okay. I can make that work. You know, this kind of reminds me a little bit of one of the levels from Battalion Wars. There's like this level very early on. I had a lot of trouble with it the first time I played, where you had to go through like this huge environment. And you kind of just sort of had to play on your own, or at least I did, where you had to like take your entire squad and just move people one at a time just to single-handedly take things out. Okay. Huh. What mines are we talking about? Good to go. Okay, so... Oh! Ow! Okay, let's run away now. That was a bad plan. That was a bad plan. I need healing, and I need it now. Also, you're stuck on this there, Colonel. That's not so good. That's AI problems right there. I was playing this thing on my... oh. I see. Metal detector. Okay. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's just slowly inch our way across. And hopefully not get murdered by the tank that is absolutely going to murder us. I feel like that tank is cheating. Oh. Okay. This game seems kind of random, and that's not great. But, you know what? It's got potential, I think. I think I could have more fun with that. I'd have to sit down with it for a fair bit of time, but I think it's got potential. Alright. USA Games. A button to get in. On to game number 4, Sarge's Heroes 2. Maybe we've got camera control this time. Let's find out. I will say the first one, it's not the best controlling thing ever, but it's not a bad thing, and it kind of makes me more interested in this game series in general. Alright. No, I still don't want to get rid of Extreme G and all that. Let's see. Yes. Still have to press start on the menu to actually start, which is strange. Assemble Bravo team, secure portal. Let's try it. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. What? Do I not have ammo right now? Because I can't shoot. Oh, okay. Shooting is now the A button. Okay. So they changed the control scheme up a little. That's a very interesting and bold choice. Gonna turn down the audio a little. Oh, hey. Strafe is now on the Z button. Interesting. I'm not sure I care for the changes in control, but... You know? Are we just running around on... Okay, how do I help you people? What the hell? Oh, right, A button. What the hell? Huh. This is a very weird series. Based on what little I've played, but... I'm kind of intrigued with it. I want to play more of it just to see what this whole thing is about. But so far, I'm kind of digging just how weird it is. That's racist, I think, maybe. The portal's a tub of green army men. Oh, that's cute. Okay, we've got romance now. Hey, and the first level is actually kind of easy to play, and it's not completely random and drops a tank on you immediately. You know, I'm kind of digging the world this game is setting up. The plastic world. Okay, secure tunnel, secure portal, keep Vicky alive. Okay, I think I've got what we got to do. Vaguely. I will say it takes a little bit getting used to. Oh, it's not even strafe, it's like a lock-on. That's a hell of a lot better, honestly. Although, it still doesn't really have manual camera control, it's really just our camera's at the back of our character. It does feel a little bit more responsive. Oh, okay. At least it seemed like it was something of a lock-on system. Hmm. Okay there, frame rate. Calm down. Need some healing right about now. Game seems to have lost its auto-aim a little bit. Like the previous one seemed like it had a little bit more of a generous auto-aim system. Okay, there's a lot of dudes. I should use some healing. Oh, let's back up and see if we can find some health packs, because I'm going to get murdered if I don't. Oh, blarg. I'm dead forever. Alas. Still, I think that was pretty fun. You know, it's interesting to see them change some stuff up. It does make control a little bit awkward when they do that, but you know. Okay. Next is Astroids Hyper 64. On the N64, there was sort of a bit of a renaissance. They did this on the PlayStation as well, to a lesser extent, I think. But they had this weird phase where they wanted to recreate, like, all the classic arcade games into 3D, and it was weird. I'm more familiar with the Space Invaders game, but I have played this a little bit. We'll play normal. Or play that because that looks fancy. Do not use. Alright. But it's basically asteroids. Hooray! Okay, so A is thrust, B is shoot, Z is some sort of shield, it looks like. Wow, that explosion effect is a bit crap. Yeah, so this is it's definitely asteroids. Like I said, I'm more familiar with like the Space Invaders game. I played the Star Soldier game once. I wasn't terribly impressed with it. I think I played the Robotron game once as well and thought that was not fantastic. I don't think this is going to set the N64 world on fire or anything, but it's you know, it's a remake of Asteroids. It definitely looks dated, and I would argue it looks more dated than the original Asteroids, but, you know, if you like Asteroids, this is something on this multi-cart for you, I guess. And if you're looking for Asteroids on the N64, I guess here you go. I can't imagine this game is too expensive. You know, I've never really understood what the best strategy for Asteroids was. I always felt that it was like just stay still as long as possible. Like the moment you activate your thrusters and start moving, things get a lot harder for you. So the better strategy is just to try and stay as like still as possible. Armageddon. Well, I just died, so I guess that's true. Oh, okay, so that's activated with C. Do I contain, or do I get to keep my power-ups across levels? I do. Eat Armageddon! And then... Ah! Oh, I got mines. And I died because I spawned in an asteroid. Okay. Let's try this again. I feel like we're not going to get a ton of footage out of this. Alas. But you know, it is what it is. Honestly, this feels like a prototype just to, you know, see if you can put out a game on the N64. Like you're just testing out the tools to see what you can do with it, rather than like a full completed project or something. But I also can imagine this was probably a very early release for the system, because it certainly doesn't feel like it would be the most fantastically long worked on project ever. Although, you know, it's Asteroids. It's not the most complicated game to begin with. Gun satellite, huh? I don't want to be that guy, but I'm about to be that guy. Screw it. If you want to play this game, but like a relatively good version of this game, just go play Geometry Wars. Because it was basically this, but it sort of embraced the vector look better. Looked a lot less dated. And, you know, I think you can even just, you know, play it as its own thing rather than just it being a new version of Asteroids. Plus, I think there was a Wii version of Geometry Wars that added a whole bunch of content as well. But Geometry Wars, that was a legitimately good game. And that started life as a minigame in Project Gotham Racing 2, I think? But people loved it so much that it sort of became its own thing. You know, and this is, well, this is what it is. It's someone tried to recreate Asteroids on the N64, and I think they succeeded. Although I wouldn't say that makes it any more exciting, nor does it make me feel like this is a particularly ambitious title, or anything that I'd really care to play in my own time, but it is Asteroids on the N64. I cannot fault them for false advertising or something. This is absolutely what they said it would be. And I think that's about everything I need to know about this game. So, we played a lot of Army Men today. But was it worth it? Well, let's access and take a look at the past 5 games we played. We played Armorines Project Swarm, a kind of jank, awkward N64 shooter with some really, really sensitive control stick controls. Army Men Air Combat, which was a really fun little arcadey sort of top-down flying around thing. Kind of reminds me of the Strike series, which is weird because, like I said, I don't have fond memories of the Strike series, but playing this kind of makes me excited to play Strike because I had a lot of fun with this. Sarge's Heroes and Sarge's Heroes 2 make me want to play the Army Men games. Like, they seem really kind of like genuinely interesting. And I don't have a lot of experience with them, but the controls and the camera could do with a lot of work. But they seem like a lot of fun. And finally, Astroids Hyper 64 is Asteroids on the N64. And it doesn't really try and do anything beyond that, nor does it really seem to aspire to do anything beyond that. It's just what it is. Based on these past 5 games, would I recommend this cartridge? Yes, for the Army Men games. I think Armorines, that could be maybe, optimistically, kind of an acquired taste, maybe. Asteroids, it feels like just a chaff thing you'd put in your collection just to say you've got an extra game in your collection, honestly. Unless you're like that one guy who really, really likes Asteroids, but I don't think that's a particularly great use of your N64. No offense to all the Asteroids Hyper 64 fans out there. Anyway, join me next time when we take a look at Automobili Lamborghini. And more importantly to me, Banjo-Kazooie. I'm excited about that. But I hope you enjoyed this look into my N64 sort of multi-cart, sort of flash cart thing. And if you did, follow the stream to know we go live, because we're going to stream as often as we possibly can. Check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel, see everything else I do, which is a lot of stuff. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do things like make more awesome content based on weird pirate multi-carts, but also other awesome things like playing the Army Men games and kind of getting invested in them. I think I may have played them very briefly when I was younger, but I genuinely don't remember it, but I'm kind of gaining a lot of interest in them right now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet.